getting that nauseous feeling again. You work your ass off to fit in, and this is what you get in return. I dropped out of college to help out.
I don't think it's anything specific so much as a general question of affiliation, sympathy. Stop with the faces.
The more you speak, the worse it gets.
You're gonna let me talk? Look, it's nothing. It's more of an aloofness on your part, keeping people at a distance, not quite fitting in, like you said.
Not fitting in?
Well, you don't fit in as much as you think you do. You do, but not as much as you think you do.
Did someone talk to you about this, Kevin? Is this water cooler talk? More than one person?
It's not a consensus yet. No, you need to address this. Questions like what's up with our men are coming up.
What's up
It's a small compound. We're in foreign soil. People get very clannish, very team-oriented in a situation like this. Feeling like, everyone just stick together.
How am I not sticking?
Like I said, you don't...
I go out of my way to stick.
Wow, and a wave doesn't cut it at the mess hall or in the showers? Why don't you ever shower with us? You always wait until everyone's done.
Wait, that's an issue?
Things, they add up.
I'm sorry, I'm shy. I don't feel comfortable being naked in front of other guys. I don't know what to do when George wants to hold a conversation without me clothes on, like I'm supposed to ignore that.
Why can't you ignore that?
Because he's naked.
You have conversations with naked people all the time.
Well, that's different, they're blindfolded. Can I just say, there's been a terrible misunderstanding.
I heard enough. End of crap. In fact, hold hands. This is too important. The supervisor can wait. Circle of hands. Hands now. I know we're of different religions here, so I will refer to a generic God. God, look down on us struggling fools and help us to cleave to the righteous path on this perilous road we must travel. Prevent us from being such morons on our way to making this a better world. Brotherhood, Lord, trust. Beat this shit into our heads if you have to. And we ask that we always speak and act from only the good places in our hearts. Amen. It saddens me to see the only two Muslims on this compound ready to tear each other's throat out. You're like a two-man version of the black military groups I had to infiltrate back in the day. Tore me up to see them bring each other down. Yes, it was my job to plant that misinformation that led to their collapse, but to see how
We're cool, sir.
you are not cool. You're on thin ice, and that is not a cool place to be.
We were just trying to put the transcript matter, which I thought had been dropped. We were just bringing each other up to speed.
Now, sir, you can only circle the drain of disappointment with me so many times before you're basically sunk.
I am on board, sir, with everything our mission is about.
Then go and do your job. Take those diapers to Julia in 207. She's wrapping up her interview, and afterwards, we need a heart-to-heart.
My son, he made something of himself, you know. I can say that my son took his new home at its word and said, yes, I'm in, I have arrived, this is my country. But you see, for me, for those who just get here, it's more like, well, like baseball, at least what I understand of it. You hit the ball, and then you make a decision. Do I go for it, take the chance? And I said yes. The letter came, and we all said yes. Leave safety and go for opportunity. And this is what it feels like. Oh my God, exactly what it feels like. Between two bases. You're in the world of running now. You make it, or too bad. And back home, you have the safety of family, you have history. Here, who are you? You're nothing but running and trying to make it. My wife and I, we say, one day we will go back. But you can't. You've hit the ball. And now you're just trying to stay in the game. And you think, why? Why do we put ourselves in this position? And where? Where is all the milk and honey we were told was here?
You look thirsty. Glass of water?
No.
You seem to be swallowing a lot.
My mouth is dry.
Relax. Your glands should be pumping freely.
Oh.
Let's do that thing where we don't censor ourselves.
I'm not censoring.
What are you feeling right now? Instant thoughts.
Under the gun?
What? There you go again. What's in that hesitation? What are you feeling honestly?
Fear. Sir, you're my boss. I've been called in. I worry I'm about to be chewed out or something.
I'm sorry you feel that way. But that's all right. While love is important, fear has its merits. There's a healthy side to fear, which in a roundabout way helps to solidify the larger goal of creating a supportive environment. Anything else as to why you're uncomfortable? Don't censor.
Immediately, my current thoughts are why you asked me to sit down and you're still standing, walking around me.
You feel I've put you in a position we normally reserve for someone being interrogated.
Yes.
I'm standing because I have hemorrhoids. I'm moving around because I think it'll help. It doesn't, so I stop. I asked you to sit down to be polite, but you're welcome to stand. You see, no secrets. I tell you what's on my mind, you tell me what's on yours. And what is up with you not wanting to shower with others? Shyness wasn't a part of your profile, was it?
Permission to ask why that is such a big goddamn deal.
Nothing. It's just that one likes to be at ease around people, especially in an enclosed environment such as ours. For instance, I'm about to take off my pants so I can iron. I want to feel that I can do that without feeling uncomfortable. Or ask you to try out this weird-looking suit they sent us, which I can't make heads or tails of, but apparently is a part of our newer, gentler approach to facilitating information. What do you make of that? Is that a plastic scuba suit or something?
No idea.
I don't know how that's supposed to make someone more communicative. Bunch of stuff in here with no instructions. We're just supposed to know. And what are these?
They're clown noses.
Ha! Where's the string? How is that supposed to help?
There are records of you calling Al-Rawi. When did this Al-Rawi flip out? Was he always like this?
What do you do here exactly, my son, that you are the one asking me this? What is this job that pays you so well?
I work to keep our country safe.
From me? You're not. Son, if you are a prisoner too, if they are using you against me, tell me if they are feeding you these lies.
No.
Did they find you and make you a promise for my safety if you tried to prove me involved in something?
How could you even think I would do that?
Why would I not? Our world is upside down now. I don't recognize anything. I have seen the worst of everybody and everything these past weeks.
Then help me clear this up so that I can get you out of here.
So then you are, just so I understand it, you are part of the law enforcing. When you say you work here, you mean for the government?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah! You're on the side of the law after all. This is what I understood. Better to work for the lion than be eaten by it. Do you have a title then? Captain? Lieutenant?
If we could get back to the accusations.
Tell me this small thing. What is your position here?
I'm a translator, primarily.
Really? Your Arabic has improved. So you have important responsibilities, and this is an important job.
Yes.
And it is a first step. After this, you move to a better position. There is a career path to this, yes, and good health coverage.
That is so not relevant right now.
Your future is everything to me. I haven't seen you forever. I want to know how you are. I knew you would land on your feet when you left home and with this passion for your country.
Maybe if we can put this behind us, we can talk.
Oh, yes. Clear this up. My God, this catastrophe of nonsense. You see how God works? He put you in this position. Is this not justice? Who better than my son to show them the truth? And look how they treated your father. Do they think I flew those flags in my store for show? You know, tell them things they wouldn't know. Like how I always stand up for the anthem at the baseball games. Tell them that. How I sing along and cry sometimes as I sing. Do they think that I can shed tears and then turn around and betray the country I have these feelings for? I even support the Yankees just because of their name. Tell them how I insisted that you speak only English. I didn't want to hear Arabic from you until you could speak whole English sentences. Are these the acts of a man who hates the country he lives in? These are the facts they need to know. Coming from you, they will believe it.
How did you end up here then?
Because I spit in the same neighborhood as the people they arrest. Am I responsible for everyone on our street?
Those photographs in your file. Why did you make all those calls to Arawi's house?
I told them why. More, it is not their business. And is it their business to spend their life looking up my behind? Which they did, my son. It's not right what they do when they arrest a man. They're strange here, not like the ones who first arrest me. Here they are sometimes polite. I'm not sure which makes me more nervous. This is what you use on prisoners? You? These are the tools of your work?
We rarely have to go there for show.
And this is for what, this milk?
A lot of our suspects are strangely lactose intolerant. We don't know why. There's a study underway to determine if there's a connection between lactose intolerance and some of the more extremist behavior that we see.
Because I have a reaction to milk, this makes me a fanatic?
They just like to do these studies.
So you told them that I get diarrhea from drinking milk?
I didn't know you were coming.
This is your job? This is where our hard work and sacrifice ends up, and when shitting in their pants doesn't work, you go to this?
No such thing happens, ever.
This is where I find you?
I'm defending my country.
With this?
The country you brought me to.
My son, it is right that you should do better than your father. This is why we came, so that you could have power and respect, but this is not what I had in mind.
Isn't what you think it is.
No? Bring someone else. I will not witness my son become what they demand of you here. This would be too much to see. Is this part of their paying methods, to have me witness my son's behavior here?
Puppy, they don't believe your story. They want to know where Arawi is.
I will not be questioned by you. You are not this what all this asks of you.
They'll just have someone else do this if you won't tell me.
Bring someone else. For your sake, I will not cooperate. It is not for you to get me out of here. It is for me to get you out. They're not satisfied that they've made me doubt and question the love I have for my country. Now they want to destroy what is closest to me. No, this is not translating anything.
There's no polite way to get information from people who mean us harm.
I mean you harm? Am I a stranger?
Respect! You screw up so bad, you end up here, and you want me to respect you. Respect for you? You're right, I did cringe when I walked down the street with you. When you insisted on wearing your galabea, that long dress, like you were oblivious that you were in a country that might find that odd. And I cringed when you opened your mouth and out came that thick accent when you could hardly speak a word of English. And when you rolled out your mat and prayed in the fucking mall. In the mall! In a corner off the food court where my friends could see you. I thought, Jesus Christ, what a fucking Arab. What a goddamn hideous, weirdo Muslim is this? Is that my father? Blind that his son is dying, watching him act out like a performing buffoon? Or were you just quietly giving the middle finger to everyone?
What are these? These are small things. Why did you let them upset you?
Small things? A bullet to the head is a small thing, Dad, but you know what? Leaves a lasting impression.
And I gave you a little trinket that I brought with me from the States. I forget what. And you calmed down as you held it. And you started asking so many questions about it. Where it came from, and what was this country that I had just visited? And when I told you, maybe we would go there one day, you became very excited, forgetting all about nearly drowning. And I said, if you want to go there, you must first learn the language of the place you are going to. How could you be in a country and not know how they speak? And you became even more excited and said, teach me. And I said, okay. Let's see how serious you are. We can start immediately. And you said, yes, yes. So, I would point to something. Sand. And you would repeat it. Sand. Sea. And then you, sea. Sky. Sky. Family. Family. Airplane. Airplane. America. And I showed you in which direction. And you said, where? I held you up high on my shoulders. I pointed.